This is Alabama Politics with Steve Flowers, an in-depth interview with Alabama's top political newsmakers. Now, from the studios of Troy University, here is Steve Flowers.
I'm Steve Flowers, and welcome to Alabama Politics. Folks, are fortunate tonight to have as our guest one of the young state representatives from here in Montgomery, Kenyatte Hassell. Kenyatte has been recently elected to the old seat. I call it's the House District 78 here in Montgomery. I call it the old Alvin Holmes District. Alvin represented that district. Kenyatte, how many years? You know?
44 years.
44 years. You know, Alvin has the record.
Yeah.
In history, in the state of Alabama, the longest serving representative in state history.
Yeah.
We served together a long time.
Yeah.
I had Pike County and Alvin had Montgomery, that 78 district you're in, and he'd sit over and talk to me for hours at a time. And we'd talk about history a lot. He loved it. He taught history at Alabama State, you know.
I didn't know that. Okay. No, I didn't.
But that district, let's talk about that district, because most of our viewers, a lot of our viewers, this show goes throughout the Wiregrass, but most of them are in the river region in Montgomery. So a lot of your constituents are in this district. I'd like to have you on once here. I'd like to have Kirk Hatcher and you and Clyde Chambliss and Will Barfoot, the local representatives on, you know, and senators, because people want to watch their local people. But that district, now Kirk Hatcher was in that district, but he wasn't there for a short time. Then he moved to the Senate.
That's right. Yeah.
Now, he told me where that district was composed of. Now, what all area specifically in Montgomery? It's just Montgomery, city of Montgomery.
Yes. It's come from the South Montgomery area, Southwest Southland community. You got Mobile Heights, Hainville Road, Hunter Station, North Montgomery, that's Brookview, Sheridan Heights. Then they go all the way down to Madison Park. They come down West Fair Road and stop in Lake Forest off McLemore Road. So it crowns Montgomery, that district crowns Montgomery. And what's so odd about it is I'm deeply rooted from the district. I tell people I lived in every aspect of that district.
Tell me about it. You born and raised here in Montgomery?
Born and raised here in Montgomery.
How old are you now, 38?
No, I'm actually 43.
40, that's not much different. I didn't miss it much.
Yeah, you did.
You were born right here in Montgomery. What
Yes.
hospital were you born in?
I was born in Baptist South. That's right, Baptist South.
My younger daughter is 38. She was born in Baptist South.
Okay.
What month?
June.
June of '83.
June. No, me.
You
I was
born
June of '78.
70. Oh, that's right. That's a year older.
Yeah,
You're 40. I was thinking of 30. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I interrupted you.
Yeah. Well, like my mom's first house was in South Lawn. She got married. First house in South Lawn.
When you came home from the hospital at Baptist South.
It's right. It was Baptist from Baptist South, and when my mom and dad ended up getting divorced, and she moved to Mobile Heights, and I got to say, my mom grew up in the Hainville Road area, which is part of 78 too. You know, she's part of the Goldsmith family, and the Lewis family, Goldsmith family. I grew up, the Bruce family. I grew up with all those families in Hainville Road, and when my mom moved to Mobile Heights, she divorced me, but she remarried, and then she moved to Brookview, which is in North Montgomery. And that's when I ended up going to Robbie Lee High School, and graduated from there for a little, graduated from there, went to Birmingham for a little while for school, and then I decided to move back home, and moved back to North Montgomery. When I got married, I moved to North Montgomery. Then my family grew. We moved out in Lake Forest. So like I said, I lived from the South to
have lived all over.
All over it, that's right.
What school did you go to when you were a little boy? What elementary school?
Actually, I went to Carver Elementary, St. Jude, and I also used the minority-majority program at that time, and I went to Peter Crump, which was in South Montgomery, which was out of the zone area. But I went to Peter Crump Elementary School, and then I went to middle school. I went back to Carver, but then we moved, and I went to Goodwin.
Is your mama still living?
Yes. She's an educator.
What's she teach?
Well, she taught multiple classes, but she's a librarian at Wetumpka Intermediate School in Wetumpka, Alabama.
But she lives here in Montgomery, though.
Yes, she lives in Montgomery. She still lives in North Montgomery. She lives in the district.
Is she glad you got in politics? What'd she say about it?
Well,
You weren't in the city council before this, were you?
No,
just came in.
No, I came in. She already knows I have always been very interested in politics. When I was in college, I actually worked on the mayoral campaign in Birmingham, which was William Bell.
Yeah.
When he ran against Bernard Kincaid.
I remember that.
Yeah, he lost that election, but because I always believed, and my mom knew this about me, I always wanted to help people in whatever aspect that I can. That's how I got involved with Young Life. I always did work with the church. I was pretty much an officer in the church.
What church do you go to?
I'm at Free Will Baptist Church now.
Is that what part of the area?
That's in actually it's in my district. That's off Fairview.
You really have got roots in that district.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now tell me, did your mama campaign for you?
Oh yeah. She campaigned. She campaigned. She walked with us. She campaigned. My mom was 66.
That's not old.
Yeah. She but I was so proud of her coming out, and she was proud of me, and she know that I wanted to do this, and she brought out a lot of energy for us.
My mama used to campaign for me.
Yeah.
She I'd go. I only had an opponent one time. My 20 years in the legislature, but the time I had an opponent, I'd go to somebody's house and they had a yard sign for me in the yard, and I said, I don't believe I know these people. I wonder why they like me. And I'd go knock on the door and say, I want y'all to vote for me. I see y'all got a sign. I don't know why y'all for me. Well, your mama wouldn't tell her. We couldn't tell her no. She was so persistent.
Yeah. My mom the same. She's the same way. She made sure if she campaigned and talked to somebody, she made sure I went back to that house. And she said, I want you to meet my son. 'Cause if they were doubting who I was, and she's like, well, you got to go to this house. I remember it was a family in Sheridan Heights, actually. And we were kind of worn out. And I was like, Mom, let's get everybody home. No, you got to go back. And she was so persistent. And so I went back and talked to the guys and that family at that house. And we got their support afterwards. But I was so glad. I told my mom, thank you, just for being persistent to get me back to the house. So they got some extra votes.
My mom was in the legislature. And you can't make everybody happy with your votes.
Yeah,
I mean, you're never going to be as popular. After I got elected the first time, I had the old codgers in Pike County say, you're never going to be as popular as you were your first race because you're going to have to vote on things and make decisions and make people mad and do whatever.
Yeah.
My mama be at in the beauty shop somewhere. I wasn't there, but somebody tell me. Someone would say something bad about me, and Mama get up out of the chair and go over and cuss them out. I said, Mama, you can't do that. They'll lie before me next time because I might change their mind,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Your mama won't do that, will she?
No, she won't go as far as that.
She might, though.
But she will confront them, But I say this, she'll set the record straight.
Yeah.
She'll do that.
Kenyatte, did you enjoy getting into it and everything?
Yes. I've been involved. I got involved early in college, but then, I was also Kirk's campaign manager for the House.
Okay.
When we ran against Alvin. And I worked on multiple campaigns in Montgomery. So I love being amongst the people. I love the strategy. And I love that, and I like to help good candidates, that guy's the mind and the heart to really want to make a change.
I love old Kirk Hatcher.
Oh, yeah, great guy.
He loves you.
Yeah, he's a great guy, yeah.
Old Kirk. There's a heck of a Morehouse connection.
Yeah.
And all you leaders in Montgomery.
Yeah.
Now, you didn't go to Morehouse, did you?
No, I didn't.
But let me tell you something. Stephen Reed did.
Yeah.
Kurt Hatcher did. J.C. Love did.
Yeah.
Greg Griffin did.
Yeah.
And Randall Woodfin, the mayor of Birmingham, did. I wrote
right.
about that recently. You see my column about
that?
that?
Yeah, I did. I saw it.
An old J.C. told me, he said, I was president of SGA at
that's right, at Morehouse.
At Morehouse, and then he was Randall Woodfin's campaign manager the next year. He sort of groomed Randall Woodfin to be SGA.
I didn't know that.
J.C. groomed Randall Woodfin. Yeah. So it's a heck of a connection here in Montgomery.
I
know
all those guys.
You. That group loves you. They talk about you all the time. Yeah. We have lunch at the farmers market every now and then. You have to join us.
Oh yeah.
We got messed up last time. We went to session.
It was a session.
Me and you and J.C. and Kirk will have lunch. My good friend is a lady named Marilyn who works here at the Rosa Parks building where we filmed this show. I'm surprised she probably will be up in a minute to visit with you when you get through. But she's been here a long time, and she went to Thad McClammy's funeral, and Kirk sang there.
Yeah.
She said he knocked it out of the park, what Marilyn said.
Oh yeah, very talented guy.
I didn't know Kirk could sing like that.
Oh yeah, he can.
Thad served with me.
Yes.
I call him Thaddeus. I think that really wasn't his name. He was just plain Thad. Yeah. But I nicknamed him Thaddeus.
Okay.
And Alvin would come in there too. We had a good time. We were all there together. Kenyatte, hope you'll stay a long time in the House because you make a lot of friends.
That's right.
You know that?
Yeah, I see it.
My lifetime friends are in the house. But because you get sit there together and y'all hang out together and everything, it's a great job to be from Montgomery and be in the house. I mean, you think if you were from Huntsville or Mobile,
oh yeah,
and you had to come here and spend the night and stay out of,
Yeah, that's true.
But you can go right back to your home. You can be in the session and go back to your barber shop.
Yeah, that's right. Matter of fact, I did that in the special session.
I thought about that,
Yeah.
Now tell me how you got in the barbershop business.
Well, my best friend. I started actually barbering in 10th grade.
Is that right?
That's right.
How'd you learn how to do it?
Well, my best friend actually taught me.
The same guy you in business with?
No. Actually, he got married and moved to Birmingham. But the same guy. I met him through my best friend at the time. But let me go back to say this: when you visit the State House in the special session, and I can say that I saw the friends. Everybody, oh, there's Steve, and I said, is that the Steve Flowers that I'm supposed to have lunch with? And when they said, oh yeah, that's Steve Flowers. So I can see how you build a lot of relationships in the State House, and they recognize you too. That's right.
Yeah.
The speaker recognized you when you walked in.
Yeah, I've been around this stuff a long time.
Yeah, but I got in barbering in, like I said, in 10th grade. My best friend taught me. I always get him to cut my hair, but his dad was a barber. And so we'll go
in Montgomery?
Well, his dad was a barber in Millbrook.
Yes, I
And so he had a barber shop. We'll go. He'll teach me. I'll cut my brother's hair, and he gave me some clippers. And I got a huge family. My grandparents had 17 kids together. I had 11 uncles.
A lot of them still live here, don't they?
That's right. All of them live here. Matter of fact.
Probably a lot in your district.
Yep, a lot of them in my district.
That sure helps you a lot to have roots here,
Oh, yes, sir.
It helps a lot to have roots. Hey, Kenyatte. Tell me this now. Where is your barber shop?
It's on. It's right behind ASU, right across from the baseball stadium on Carter Hill Road.
There was a real popular guy who had a. Was that the same place that guy was a legend that had that barber shop there on the campus for so long?
Well, they call him. Yeah, it was two. The owners, the two founders are Vladimir Avery. They call him Boo Man.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's the same place.
That's the same place.
You got the most famous barbershop in the state.
I
That's
hope so.
a politically powerful. So that guy that started that famous barbershop. That's your barbershop.
Well, we partner. Yeah. But it's two founders.
Right there on the campus, basically.
It's right on campus. Yeah.
I've been in there numerous times. It's got all kind of paraphernalia on the wall and everything.
Right. Yeah.
I have to come over and visit with you.
Yeah, come on.
When I first got into politics, I went over and met that old guy. Yeah. He's not still living, is he?
Oh yeah, he's still living.
Still guy?
Yeah. Well, Carlos Vaughn passed. But the other one founder passed, one founder's still there, and that's Boo Man.
Tell him I said hello.
I will.
Tell him old Steve's been to your barbershop.
Okay, I'll make sure I tell him. Yeah.
Do you know that I'm surprised there's not more people in the barbershop business in politics, because that's where politics is taught.
Oh, absolutely.
That's where people talk. You know who else has got a barber connection is old Jerry Willis, the mayor of Wetumpka.
That's right.
Did you know that?
I knew that. That's right.
He sat right there where you are. And it was earlier this year, and we were talking about that. And he said he was a barber by profession. I'm not sure if he said his daddy was too, but he's somehow.
I believe he's still in barbering too.
He is.
That's right.
Do you know that makes sense that somebody because you talk, that's where politics is taught.
That's right.
You know who knew that better than anybody, Kenyatte, is George Wallace. Wallace started all of his campaigns in barbershops. He knew every barber and beautician in the state by name. He had an unbelievable memory for names if he met someone, but he knew that they would talk politics in those barbershops, and they would say it was for him. So he early on in the 50s, he started working barbershops. And I will forget one day, I was a page in the legislature in the House where you and I served when I was a young boy. And I met Wallace. My old representative who was training me to take his House seat when I got old enough, Mr. Gardner Bass from Troy, would take me up here to Page every year and all summer long. And one day he took me down to meet with George Wallace, who was Wallace in his first term. And Wallace never forgot that. And then I had met Wallace. Well, I was about 12, 13, 14 years old when I was a page, and he was governor. He was real vivacious and bouncy and everything. And I made friends with a page from Anniston named Andy Whitehead, whose mama was a teacher like your mama. She was real active in the AEA. Anyway, that's not the story. Andy and I were walking down the hall, and George Watts bounces out of the governor's office. The governor now walks out, says, "Steve, how you doing today?" He remember everybody's name ever met. I said, "Governor, I'm fine. This is my friend Andy Whitehead from Anniston. He said, you boys come and have lunch with me." It was a little cafeteria. We all met at the old Capitol across the street, not at the State House. We met in the old Capitol. We met in the old House chamber. But I was walking down by the governor's office. I was a little boy, and he said, "Y'all come on." It was a cafe underneath down there.
Okay.
Meat and 3 vegetable place. Everybody ate there. All the state employees. And we got down there, and of course everybody, the state employees, wanted to go over and speak to the governor. They wondered why we 2 boys were sitting with him. And he sat there, and I'll never forget what he did. He put ketchup on everything he ate. I'll never forget that as long as I live. He put ketchup on his. He had hamburger steak, turnip greens, black-eyed peas, and cornbread. And Kenyatte, he put ketchup on every one of them. He had ketchup on his turnip greens, ketchup on his hamburger. He had hamburger steak every meal. It was breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And anyway, he sat there, and he says, he asked me about every barber in Pike County by name.
Wow.
He said, "How's Cy Stinson? How's Cy Locklear? How's Red Stinson?" And looked at my friend Madison and asked him about every barber in Anniston. He called 15 of them by name.
Wow.
He
That's
knew
impressive.
every one of them. Yeah. Knew every one of the barbers throughout. He knew a barber in every county in the state. That's where he'd campaign. Yeah. I'm surprised. I bet you have candidates come as a city council. They come by your barber shop.
That's right.
That's a special place. Yeah. You got a special, famous barber shop.
Yeah.
For politics.
That
makes sense for you to come out of there.
Judge Love come. I saw him today in the barbershop.
Did you really?
That's
did you
right.
tell me you gonna see me?
Yes, I did.
Well, I love it.
Yeah. Mayor Reed comes in there.
That's famous stuff.
Yeah, that's right. You're right.
I love it.
I call this a blessing, to get that type of notoriety.
Can you tell me about your first session, special session?
Oh.
Prisons, It wasn't a tough issue. I was always said and done, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was all said and done. I wish we would have got a little bit more on that reform part, but we all know that the prisons need to be rebuilt or need new prisons. So, but it was a learning curve for me. I learned a lot, during the rules process, and can continue to learn.
Now, what committees they put you on?
I'm on the Constitution, campaign election, and I'm also on the military veteran affairs.
Was that what Kirk was on? The reason they put you on there? Or did you just ask for those two?
Well, I asked for. I didn't get the one that I asked for. Well, I'm actually trying to appeal to be on it. I want to be on the county municipal.
Well,
committee.
You should be.
Yeah. So, well, I know Kirk was on the education policy, I believe, and I'm not on that one. But and I think he was on the Constitution. I think they had a vacancy, and I think that's the reason I put me on that one.
You knew old Kirk could sing, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I did. When we were campaigning, I said, "Look, we got to get you to sing."
Kenyatte, I swear I didn't know that was your barbershop, that famous barbershop. What's the title of the barbershop?
It's Heritage Barbershop. Mm-hmm.
Y'all still got all that stuff on the wall and all that
Yes, sir.
memorabilia and everything?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
If I come out there, will y'all put my picture on the wall? If I come out there and put it?
We'll put it up there.
I love it. I'm gonna come out there and visit you soon.
Come on.
I'm gonna start coming out there and seeing you. Yeah, Kenyatte, I was gonna ask you about the next session y'all got is on reapportionment now.
That's right.
That's gonna be a tough one. Are they gonna try to mess with your district? Are they gonna change anything?
I'm pretty sure they are.
What are they gonna do to it?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm looking at it myself. I know that some
They'll
people.
give you some deference since you're the incumbent.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
I think my district was short like 6,000 people, so I need to find 6,000 people.
Where you gonna try to get them? Where we want them?
I don't know. We'll move further east, or go further west. I'm not sure how.
Did Thad's district lose population?
They did too. Yes, sir. But see, now South Montgomery County, that Pike Road area gained a lot. I don't know how they'll do that, but I guess
that's all Reed Ingram's district, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, I like old Reed.
Yeah.
He got a popular store out there.
Yeah, that's right. Sweet Creek.
Uh-huh.
I had lunch out there a lot.
He works a lot. He works hard too, though, buddy.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
You talk to him, he'll be going to North Carolina to get some produce, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh wow.
He don't ever sleep.
Oh wow.
He works all day. You ought to have an interesting conversation with him sometime about his background, his life story.
Okay.
He's got a great life story.
Yeah. I know we'll meet soon. He's in the delegation, so we'll probably meet soon and talk soon.
Yeah, you ought to get to know him.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. Y'all got a good delegation. Let's see who all's in there. See, now Barfoot's in there from the Senate. Champions don't come in Montgomery County, though.
No. Sales, it's Sales, Barfoot.
Well, y'all, is Sales going to stay in Montgomery County?
I'm not sure.
From Greenville like that?
Yeah.
I guess he comes in the southern part down there, doesn't he?
Yes, sir.
He don't come in the city, though.
No, he's not in the city.
Let's see, it's you, Kenyatte, Hassell, and Thad McClammy's seat's open right now, but his daughter's running for it.
That's right. That's right.
Who else is in the city of Montgomery?
It's Hatcher.
Kirk's in the Senate. I'm talking about the House.
Oh, in the House. Okay. Morris.
Who?
Tashina Morris. Representative Morris.
Okay.
Representative Morris.
Is she only in Montgomery?
She's only in Montgomery.
Well, now, tell me what area she has.
She has the west side of Montgomery.
Okay.
Yeah, mainly all the west side of Montgomery.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So you and who else?
Meadows, Representative Meadows.
Oh, Charlotte, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw her the other day, yeah.
Yeah. She's got
Sits by old Coach Shiver.
Yeah.
In Baldwin County, uh-huh.
Yeah.
And so Charlotte has
I sit right next to it.
That's right,
That's
uh-huh.
right.
Is Roosevelt still down there?
No, he retired.
Did
They
Roosevelt
say he retired. Yeah, because he work in the coffee room. Right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because they named the room after the Roosevelt room.
I wonder about old Roosevelt. I miss him. He retired.
Yeah, he retired. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh, Ernestine's been there a long time.
Yeah, matter of fact, she took over that room. Yeah.
What do you mean, she sits back there?
Yes, sir.
What, let people come and get coffee in her office?
Well, she sit in the break room and they come get coffee. Yeah, that's right. In that room.
Oh,
Because this is my first time. I met her during the special session.
Uh-huh.
And that's why I knew. I never met Roosevelt, but she explained Roosevelt used to be in that position where she was in now.
What does she want to have an office back by the coffee room for? Everybody wants to visit with everybody and they come back there or something?
Well, I believe she kind of, keep everything tidy and make sure, everything is still clean. And if they run out of anything or we run out of anything, they make sure they supply it. She supply it.
Well, tell me, you are going to run for your full term, though?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's going to run for re-election here, I guess, in Montgomery.
Yeah.
Kenyatte, what all do you want to see, think we ought to get accomplished next year? I tell you what I hear, people want to get a chance to vote on gaming.
That's right.
They're tired of that money going out of state.
Yeah, they are.
Republicans, Democrats, if y'all ever let it get to a vote of the people,
oh, it'll pass.
it'll pass.
Yes, it will.
It'll pass 60-40.
Yeah.
A lottery will pass 80-20.
Yeah.
But the whole thing will pass 60-40.
That's right.
We're just leaving that money just to be left, it's just wasting.
Yeah, I agree.
Hell, Mississippi gets a third of their revenue off gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
All our money going out of state like that.
Yeah.
That's why people vote for it.
Yeah.
They're tired of that.
That's right.
They may never buy a lottery ticket. They may never. I don't know how to gamble. I probably never will, gamble, play a slot machine, or buy a lottery ticket. But I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm going to be the first one to line up to vote for that thing because I'm just tired of that money going out of the state.
Yeah, because, people, they're going to do it. So.
Yeah, I mean, where's we get the money from? We already got it. The Indians are getting the money now.
Yeah,
the Indian casinos are the only one making money.
Yeah.
They're the ones making money, I think. I think you get a chance to pass that next year.
Yeah, I believe if it go amongst the people, it will pass.
Mm-hmm. You're going to be for it, aren't you?
Yes, I will be for it. My constituents would love to see it happen.
Well, I think a lot of people would. Tell me this: is old Kirk his district changed much? Report?
I think it's going to change some. I don't know. It might not be much.
Are y'all still? Are you already looking at that? I mean, y'all gonna have a reapportionment session?
Yes, sir. We are. We got some guys that's going to, make sure we're going to look at the district. There's so many different people writing their own plans. So we got some guys that that's going to kind of, draw the district out for us. That's, make sure that I would love for my district to stay the same, but I know that's not going to happen.
You got to get some more people somewhere.
Yeah, I got to find people somewhere. And but as long as it's close as possible.
It will be. They'll leave you alone.
Yeah, I hope it's close as possible because.
They ain't got no reason to mess with your district.
Yeah.
Something you got to add some people to it.
That's right.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
Kenyatte, one thing that I noticed that the plaintiffs have already filed a suit, the Blackshear plan, for congressional districts. Have you seen that?
I heard about it. I haven't gotten the details about it, but I heard about it.
I'm going to tell you something. The purpose of that plan is to get 2 Democratic seats in Congress out of our 7. And I tell you one thing, that the thing that's attractive about that is it shows it can be done.
That's right.
And it also shows that you keep every county intact.
Yeah.
See, the way your district, the way your county is now, they cut 3 ways in congressional district.
Yeah.
Every one of those people out there at East Montgomery that live in Wind Lakes and Pike Road, you know who the representative is? Mike Rogers from Anderson.
Yeah.
They don't know it. They think
That's right.
they think they're in the 2nd district.
Yeah.
I mean, they no reason for that somebody from Anderson to come in and get those people in East Montgomery.
I mean, yeah.
It don't make sense.
It don't make sense. Absolutely.
So that's
correct.
the thing I like about the doggone keeping it intact like that. Keep counties intact.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, folks, Kenyatte, our time's up. I hate it. We go by so fast.
Yeah, it did.
You run a famous barbershop. I didn't know that was your barbershop right there on the Alabama State campus like that. Folks, our guest tonight has been State Representative Kenyatte Hassell from here in Montgomery, and he is an outstanding young man, an outstanding leader in the state, and going to have a long tenure in the House of Representatives, I believe. And we thank him for taking time out of his busy schedule to be with us, and we thank you viewers for watching, and hope you tune again next week for Alabama Politics. Thank you, Representative.
Thank you.